Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is All Things Alex and my name is Alex. It's been about 2 months since I got this 2002 Rover 75 diesel. So I think it's about time we go through a proper road test. I'll give my thoughts on what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and what the future of this car is going forward. So without further ado, let's get behind the wheel and give this thing a proper shakedown. Right, got you positioned approximately where I want you in the cradle. Seatbelt on. We'll give this thing a proper test drive. I'm going to put it into gear there, it's an automatic. But that's right. Right. So this particular one is a 75 Club. It has the 2-litre BMW diesel engine. Make sure the coast is clear. Put my demisters on for a second because I can't see nothing. Just heading up towards Barton-on-Sea, which is a nice picturesque drive. Just turn that off again now. So yeah, the 75. The 75 was launched in 1998 to much fanfare. So Rover had been in decline rapidly. BMW had bought the company hoping to save it, and this was their last chance saloon, as it were. BMW were hoping that this was going to be the car to save the company and secure its future. Unfortunately, we all know now that didn't happen. But so this car was initially available with a selection of engines. You could have a 1.8 K series petrol. Is he going to go? Let him go through. Yes, you could have this car with a 1.8 petrol, which is a notorious K series engine. God, that's a big speed hump. A 2-litre, a V6, a diesel, and of course a V8, which is the one everyone wants. But reliability wise, of course, you had the issue with the K series engines. They do suffer with head gasket failure if not looked after properly, of course. You can have a problem with the clutch hydraulics. The sleigh cylinder, which is in the gearbox, can fail, leading to very costly repairs. So I chose to go for an automatic. I chose to go for an automatic, a 5-speed box with the BMW engine, which is the M47 engine, a very reliable, tried and tested design. Timing chain, of course, no timing belt. And provided they're serviced regularly and looked after, they should go on for miles. So the car initially did very well for BMW. Sales numbers were good. However, it was never going to make any money because, unfortunately, Rover, who had been in bed, as it were, with Honda, using their technology in their other cars, the 45s, the 600s, and even after that relationship ended, Honda soon got tired of Rover. Rover had to continue paying royalties for the use of their technology in their cars. And this was going on while BMW were trying to save the company. So it was never going to happen, unfortunately. Monies were being paid out. For every car they sold, they lost money. That's not to say these are bad cars. These are very, very good cars. This one I've got is the BMW one, like I said, with the 5-speed automatic gearbox, which I think is the one to go for, personally. Of course, there's the V8, which is rear-wheel drive, but they're quite thin on the ground. I like the 75 because it's a bit of an underdog, really. It was a car that was a lot better than people gave it credit for. There are things that are bad about it. The hydraulics in the clutch, like I said. The terrible visibility. These pillars are massive. Looking over your shoulder to reverse, I can't see anything. It's got such a small rear window. I think I saw a lot of these ended up with parking sensors fitted because you just can't see anything while you're trying to back up. There's blind spots everywhere. But these cars are quite popular with the YouTubers. Bennett Tasty Classics had one in, of course, of Hub Nut. Simona Hooked on Classics, she's got one. Paul Roverman, of course, the Project Nigel has had several. This one, of course, I bought off him. I think Mr. Lloyd had one as well. I'm sure he did. At low speeds, the automatic gearbox is a bit hunty, is that a word? Doesn't seem to know what gear it wants to be in. But on the go, it's fine. It changes up fairly quickly. Just had another thought actually. Jack of number 27, he had one of these, a diesel like mine, but I think his was I'm sure his was a manual. I can't remember. It's been a while since I saw his video. He seemed to like these. If you're looking to buy one of these cars, there are things to look out for. They suffer with water ingress in the boot. The scuttle has drains which block up. That is lethal for the car because the ECU, the body control module, is tucked in there behind the dash. So the water fills up if the drains are left unblocked or unserviced, and you end up with a dead ECU, which is bad times. Water can leak in behind the dash, leading to the footwells getting wet, but you won't notice that until it's really quite bad because the carpets are quite thick and mask the fact there's any water in the vehicle. The first thing you'll know about it is the smell. Luckily, none of that is going on in this car. Touch wood. Coil springs can be an issue with these, especially on the heavier engines like the diesel. The extra weight can lead to failure, so that's one thing to look after, or bear that in mind. They weren't bad cars, they just, unfortunately, Rover's fate was sealed and it was never going to help boost the profile of these vehicles. So, what do I like about it? This is the club model. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles. It's got air conditioning. It doesn't have heated seats. It's got one-touch wash wipe. I'll put it on. Intermittent wiper speeds, which is quite handy if the weather's changeable. Yeah, climate control. A rather loud clock. This dashboard, which I'll show you some B-roll of in a minute, harks back to the original 75. The walnut dash with the centre timepiece. Very nice. Love the retro dials. Turn that off now. I'm not a massive fan of the electric window switches. They can and do fail quite easily. They're quite poorly designed and quite flimsy. Just plastic on plastic. It's not a nice feel or touch as well. It's not the quickest thing to drive. You could get the BMW diesel engine with 115 brake horse or 130, I think. This is the smaller. So putting your foot down, it gets a reasonable shift on if you're comparing it to a 1979 Austin Allegro. On that, it's not the quickest thing, no. But yeah, she's quite happily motoring along. I saw the fuel pump out recently. That was, as you saw in the previous video, but that was just wear and tear basically. Despite the sunshine, it has been quite cold this morning. You can see I'm wearing my hub nut beanie. Speaking of beanies, good news. I've decided to do a small trial run of all things Alex headwear. So there'll be some woolly hats available. I don't know what the quality is going to be like yet, so it's early days. I've got an order in with Temu, but yeah, they'll be available hopefully for January. So looking forward to seeing what the first batch of merchandise is going to be like. They might be terrible. I've got a few people asking me about merchandise, so I thought, stuff it, let's give it a try and see how they sell. Still got stickers available, guys. If you want a sticker to support the channel, that would be appreciated. If you want a sticker, drop me an email. I'll post you one free of charge, guys. More than happy to do that. What's coming up on the channel then, guys? I need to change the fuel pipe on George again. Modern fuels just eat away the rubber petrol pipe. So I've bought some silicone fuel hose, which is supposed to be E10 safe, and that'll probably be in the next video. And I need to get a shift on because there's the Express Prime Joy meet at the end of the month, which I want to take George to again. So weather permitting, I'll be in the carport under the Allegro, getting covered in petrol probably. Good times. So yeah, sorry it's been a quick one, guys. Just a bit of an update really, and my thoughts on the car. Going forward, I do plan to keep this. I think it makes perfect sense to have a modern daily. It's a Rover, so I can take it to Rover shows. So yeah, Monty, as he's been named, is not going to go anywhere. So as I head back home, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting if you've done so. If not, please do so. You can let me through. Perfect. Thank you. I shall see you soon with some more content. Take care. And look out for the Christmas special coming soon. So take care, guys. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye-bye.